Kibo's right here, glad he can rely on his Agent of Chaos brother, his brother-in-arms, Mekamaru. Good day, good people. Toonly, Dave, and of course, the Golden Deer Emblem, Halucha, and this fantastic Monokuma Diane, your United States Aviator, welcoming everyone, the fanfare, the horns, not the actual horns, but the, you know, it's just the, welcome to the Dangan-lympics Hunger Games. So today is a most joyous day. What event will we be simulating today? It's tennis. So you know Ryoma's here. So you know, unless you forgot, the tag team Agents of Chaos wheel is still not hit. And I would not be surprised at all, looking at the wheel, if it hit. So I'm ready for it. But everyone else here is ready today too, with ancient scepters here to you know, it's gotta be the best thing to hit a ball back with an ancient scepter. Who knows what else will come flying out, some sort of dark magic. Let's see who's here. The Pensantaros, Crazy Yoko Extra Large, and Ryoma. The power of God and anime, Azuru and Ifumi. Awful Intense Haiji and Tengen, Blue-Haired Betrayal, Sayaka and Samugi. The Degenerate Destroyers, Maharu and Reiko. Faith and Reason, Kotoko and Angie. The Agents of Chaos themselves, the Mechanical Good Boys, Kibo and Mekamaru. Expert Deductions, Kyoko and Shuichi. Mind Trip, Maya and Pewter. Family Business, Teru and Oda. The Base Bros, Leon and Kyutaro. The Robbed Winners, Yasuke and Kurokuma. A New Hope, Makoto and Hajime. T.S.M. Sato and Natsumi. The Squad, the OG Squad, Junko and Genocide Jack. And of course, your 6 OCs. Of course, as always, starting off with the history of law. Miss Ayane Suzuki is starting off our group of OCs. And she is the ultimate lawyer, created by Dusk Blizzard, loving orchestras, loving quiet places, disliking messy rooms, disliking beaches, which, you know what, I kinda get that. Beaches, I don't want to be that guy, but beaches are kind of overrated. Don't at me. Ayane, lovely hand-drawn design by Dusk Blizzard once again, and teaming up with the lawyer. You're wondering, the history of law, there's the law, where's the history, the ultimate historian? It's your boy. It's Riku Minato. Created by Armal FSX Shu. Likes reading. Likes documents, as a historian should, if we're being completely honest. Dislikes ignorant people. And conspiracy theories. Let me tell you, conspiracy theories, I don't really like them either, but boy are some of them entertaining. Let me tell you. But you know what else is entertaining? The name of this team. The Criminologies. They're OGs in criminology. Starting off with Arya Harmon, created by Sinclair, the ultimate, for the first of 2 ultimate criminologists. See where we're going with the criminologies? It's brilliant. It's brilliant. I love this name with a passion. Likes having time to think, likes being around friendly people, dislikes pressure to rush to a decision. Nobody likes that. And dislikes being alone for too long. Also, look at that fantastic design. I like the side shave right there. Arya, made by Sinclair. Clap it up. But teaming up with her is the other ultimate criminologist, Narumi Yumehara, created by Moxie. You got Moxie, kid. The other ultimate criminologist likes reading, likes always being correct. Well, I don't know who doesn't like being correct, if we're being completely honest. But you know what? Also likes mystery novels. Who doesn't love a good mystery? Everyone who's watching this, because Danganronpa's a mystery, so you probably love mysteries. Dislikes people with too much confidence. And that is the criminologies. Does she have confidence in winning this game? Probably. Will she have too much confidence? No, because then she'll dislike herself. And lastly, it's Sweet Tea. Sweet Tea, also one of my favorite names here, one of my favorite tag team names. And we're starting with Yuki. Yuki Ozaki. Created by Corvus14, the ultimate tea brewer, likes fresh fruit and loyalty. Let me tell you, I love a fruit tea. I love a fruit tea more than most things. Dislikes spicy foods and dislikes backstabbing. Well, Sayaka's here today, so you might have to deal with some backstabbing today, but you probably won't have to deal with any backstabbing from your tag team partner. Created by Rivercat, returning once again, it's Tamiki Kamenagi. The ultimate confectioner loves sweeties. You all know sweeties. Y'all loving her friends, and she's loving step stools because she's smart. She's smart, she's short. Only 5'4", dislikes meanies, also dislikes tall people. She's gonna have to deal with a bunch of tall people in this game. But you know what? She has to also deal with Ryoma, the ultimate, tennis player, and I think he's the shortest, main character. Ladies and gentlemen, that's everyone. That is a lot. That's the OCs. And we're not gonna waste any time. So I can actually close this off real quick. Because as I grab this right here, right yonder, and we turn that off. It's time. The Pimp's entourage has held on to it for a while. They've even won a second game this season. But that could all be coming to a close. As in 3, 2, 1, you can see that this is a big chunk. As big as it's ever been, this is terrifying. This is why I was like, I would not be surprised at all if this were the time. If this were the time to be. But let's not dilly-dally. Will order remain? Or will the mechanical good boys, the mechanical chaos boys at this point, they've been hiding in the shadows. They've been wanting for you guys to forget, but they have not forgotten. Chaos is still infused in them, and
Yo! I've kept you waiting!
I can barely control it.
Let's just end this farce already!
I cannot fight with you until the end.
Stinging, tense atmosphere. I've been a team manager for so long, I'd nearly forgotten this.
Looks like this is the end. I'm sorry.
Don't waste your breath on cowardly
Hope!
tactics!
Despair!
Give me everything
Hope!
you got!
Despair!
that chaos doth reign. I had a feeling. I pretty much knew at this point. It was too much. Let me reach on back. Reach on back real nice. Now I can take this off of the back of my chair because it has just been ready. Which means now, given the people who are here today, the following matchup is for the Danganronpa Hunger Games Tag Team Championship titles. And I have to ask you guys now, who do you got? First, second, and third. In fact, we don't need to play this right now. Go back to the, because I still have to ask you guys. First, second, and third, because gold, silver, bronze, whoever wins it all. Wins the titles. They're on the line. So late in the season, too. Actually, there's still episodes left in the season. There's points on the line, but now the titles are on the line. I knew it was gonna hit, too. I had complete faith, 100% faith. There was almost no doubt in my mind. Gold, silver, bronze, and who do you think, this is not even an option, Ryoma would do the best in tennis. I'm not even gonna ask. Other than Ryoma, who else here would do the best in tennis? I'll make my 3 picks. I don't think the entourage is gonna retain. Give me Kibo for first. I have the first Agents of Chaos actually cashing in the chaos and getting the titles. That is what I have. That's my prediction. So Kibo for first. Ooh, we could have our first OC tag team champs. Just OC champs in general. We've been close a couple of times this season for you guys. Give me Arya for second and give me Narumi for third, honestly, because I really love the team. I love the name. The criminology is a lot. Sweet Tea, also a very good name. I almost picked them for second and third, but that's my first, second, and third. Kibo, Arya, and Narumi. But remember, first 5 rounds, 5 bonus points. If you get kills with the Ancient Scepter, but only for the first person who gets Echo for that round, for the first 5 rounds. You guys, you know what the rules are by this point. I don't need to explain them. I just need to tell you that the title is on the line now. And I'm only slightly scared because of this one. And I know some of you are low-key rooting for her, but a lot of you who like Sayaka don't like Samugi. So it's like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You don't want this, you don't want this, you don't want it. So you're on my side this time. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, let's go. Let's make sure that doesn't happen. Tag team titles. On the line. Let's start round 1. Let's see how this goes. Okay, oh no. Right off the bat? Oh, that's not okay. That's not good. Oh, that's not good at all. The tributes are standing on their podiums. Because I actually installed podiums now. There are podiums. You didn't expect that, did you? Can we please sound the horns for the tag team titles? Kyutaro attacks Ryoma from behind and gets rid of him. That is one half of the tag team champs gone. And it's Ryoma, who you should have been doing work in this tennis bout, but oh no. With a flick of her Ancient Scepter, Ayane turns Haiji into a sheep. Narumi looks around for stuff to scrounge, and Riku and Shuichi have a merciless magic duel with their Ancient Scepters. Sparks and bolts fly every which way until both opponents suddenly bulge out an explosion of rancid smoke. Now, I thought about this because I knew 100% that this was gonna happen. And I said if this happens first in any of the days, then I would be willing, because they killed each other, to give both of these players bonus points. So that is actually, so first of all, this episode could have a ton of bonus points. And Shuichi, honestly, has earned so many bonus points for the team, but it's a shame because he's gone. Mayu runs over wonders about the future. Tamiki calls down Arcane Fury on Kurokuma, her Ancient Scepter beaming with an inner rage. Kurokuma quivers strangely, then starts getting taller and taller, and thinner until he becomes just a line and disappears. Leon doesn't really understand what's happening. Maya cooks up a genius idea. Samugi attempts to kill Leon, but Kyutaro intervenes just in time. Kyutaro had to kill Samugi to protect Leon's life. Rest in peace. Hajime polishes his Ancient Scepter, making the magic orb shine. Teru doesn't care much for this place. Natsumi looks for someone dumb enough to believe her. Reiko attacks and kills Teru in front of Oda. Oda rushes to help, but Teru dies in his arms. With a flick of her Ancient Scepter, Kyoko turns Makoto into a sheep. You guys are just, for the longest time, y'all have been beefing for some reason. Yasuke finds some leather scraps and he is now Cave Yasuke. Genocide Jack attempts to kill Tamiki, but Yuki intervenes to protect her. Sweet Tea, oh no, Yuki dies in the attempt. Tengen decides to put Haiji, his tag team partner, out of his sheepy misery. He thinks he can do it all on his own. Sayaka does something really cute. Angie rambles on about something nobody cares about. Kibo is glad he can rely on his Agent of Chaos brother, his brother in arms, Mekamaru. Pewter and Kyoko have a merciless magic duel with their Ancient Scepters. Sparks and bolts fly every which way until both opponents suddenly bulge out and explode in a puff of acrid smoke. It's probably rancid too. Arya finds a dapper suit and puts it on. She is now looking good as a criminologist. Kafumi doesn't feel prepared for any of this. Makoto is a sheep and grazes peaceably. Sato finds a slingshot. How quaint, might be useful in a pinch. Crazy Oko extra large remembers Ryoma and sobs quietly. Junko seems unshaken by any of this. Oda's on the verge of snapping. We lost 11, geez Louise. Kotoko wants to end things once. Why didn't I put my money on Kotoko? This is her weapon. what was I doing? Wants to end things once and for all with Narumi. Narumi bites the dust. Makamaru sizes his muscles and Azuru sets down a trap. We lost 11. 25 remain. And the titles are on the line. Can we get a Claire de Lune 4? Ryoma. Shuichi. Riku. Kurakuma. Tsumugi. Teru Teru. Yuki. Haiji. Kyoko. Pewter. Narumi. Now, in terms of teams that are completely out, expert deductions. Just expert deductions? Jeez. They had it rough. A shame to them. But we can't wallow in sadness because the titles, they are still on the line. Hold on. I gotta fix this real quick. Let me get my wrench out. Excellent. Had to attend to something over there, over yonder. Not this way. When I go that way, I'm taking care of business. Maybe it's there might be something over there to help me deal with people who hang up mistletoe in the wrong times of the year. We'll go on to the next round and proceed to see. Angie gets caught in one of Azuru's traps. Now all she can do is hope to be freed. Sayaka attacks Kotoko from behind and slaughters her, that blue-haired demoness. Oda just wants it to end already. Tengen tries to kill Sayaka, but Sayaka retaliates and kills him instead. Rest in peace. That's the end of them now, too. The Awful Intense. I was blanking on their names. I was trying to remember if Angie was out, but she's just caught in a trap. Crazy Oko finally snaps, and she's frenzied. She's gonna try and win this frenzy style. Genocide Jack is on the verge of snapping. Makoto is a sheep and glances away, a sad look in his eyes. Reiko somehow finds a suit of medieval armor and puts it on. It gleams with a dazzling shine. Natsumi thinks about what she did to end up here. Yasuke tries to kill Reiko, but Reiko's knight armor diverts the blow. Arya calls Arcane Fury down on Tamiki. Her ancient scepter beaming within her rage, Tamiki quivers strangely, then starts getting taller, and taller, and thinner, until she becomes just a line, and disappears. That is a shame, because that I think is the end of Sweet Tea, but it is still, it's OC on OC violence, it's a sad time, but it is still 5 bonus points for Team OC, and for Arya. Sato gathers ammo for her slingshot. Hajime looks around for stuff to scrounge. Hifumi sobs quietly. Kibo feels sorry for Angie and frees her from the trap. And while he's doing that, Ayane really doesn't want to, but finds herself having to get rid of Kibo. Rest in peace to Kibo. He's gone. That was my pick. There's still Mekamaru though. Kyutaro can't wait to kill again. Azuru won't give up so easily. Leon fails to grasp the gravity of the situation. Kotoko is now gonzo. Junko kind of wanders off and gets lost, never to be seen again. In the back of my mind, I was like, all we need is a squad victory and it would be so good. But it won't be. Maya's cooking up a genius idea. Makamaru polishes his ancient scepter, making the magic orb shine. Mahiru is ready to defend her friends. We lost. Just 5 more. 10 more. Until your saving grace mix. But until then, all we can do is wonder who will win these titles after we give a Claire de Lune 4. Kotoko, Master of the Dark Arts. Tengen. Tamiki. Kibo. Junko. And we lost about 16, that's almost half. 2 more and we're at a halfway point, but we'll look. Awful Intense is gone. Pimp's Entourage, the champ, still have Crazy Yoko extra large. She knows how to do this. She could low-key still pull this off. The Base Bros completely in. Degenerate Destroyer's completely in. The Criminal OGs still have Arya. Family Business has Oda. Sweet Tea's gone. Mechanical Good Boys have Mekamaru. History of Law still has Ayane. Izuru and Ifumi both remain for the Power of God in anime. Blue Hair Betrayal still has Sayaka, please no. OG Squad has Genocide Jack. A New Hope still completely in. So the robbed winners have Yasuke. TSM completely in as well. That'd be an interesting tag team champions, TSM. Faith and Reason has Angie. Mind Trip has Maya. And Expert Deductions are gone. Are we good? Are we ready? Are we ready? Also, if we go to details, yeah, we see Shuichi does get credit for that kill, and that's the only reason I decided, hey, you know what? They both technically get kills. They kill each other. That's why the vice versa one is definitely bonus points. So good on everyone. We have a lot of bonus points so far. We already have 10 bonus points for the OCs and 5 rather for V3, but we're not focused on the bonus points right now. We're still focused on getting ourselves champs. Might not be new champs. Not Genocide Jack. Crazy Oko Extra Large could still pull things off, but we don't know. We don't know what'll happen. And at the start of next round, we will see a bunch of blue happens. That's interesting. As Arya, who's blue-haired, washes the blood off of her dapper suit. Maya, who's blue-haired, hums a song to herself. Tamiki's gone. Yasuke with blue nothing, wearing leather scraps is decided to bold. In fact, maybe his leather scraps are blue. Reiko finds a blue bikini and puts it on. It's quite revealing. With a flick of her ancient scepter, Ayane turns Angie into a sheep. Angie's had a rough game. She's been trapped. She's been sheeped. And now, Mahiru finds an axe, upping her chances of survival somewhat. Sayaka's looking for an easy out. Angie is a sheep and grazes peacefully. Oda snaps out of it. Azuru seems unshaken by any of this, and Kyutaro and Genocide Jack have a merciless magic duel with their ancient scepters. Sparks and bolts fly every which way until both opponents suddenly bulge out and explode in a puff of acrid smoke. And because what, Kyutaro's about to Ultra Despair Girls, and so is Genocide Jack. That's really, even though that's kind of a shame for the both of them, that is technically 10 big points. 10 big bonus points. For Ultra Despair Girls, Sato gently pets Angie, who is a sheep. Natsumi ambushes Azuru, who's still forever forsaken, and murders him unless Hifumi wins the title for him. Makoto is a sheep and doesn't do much. Leon recalls something about Kyutaro and sobs quietly in a fit of frenzy because she's trying to get that frenzied win. Crazy Oko Extra Large creeps up on Maya and slaughters her. Hifumi hopes he doesn't have to harm anyone. Hajime tries to kill Reiko, but Reiko's knight armor diverts the blow. And now Mekamaru is trying to embrace his human side again, and now looks rather caveman-like with the leather scraps. We lost another 4, 16 remain, 20 gone. We're more than halfway through, more than halfway to seeing if we get new jams. Crazy Oko could do what you did and make sure that her team has 3 wins this season, which it would be nuts. But the odds are low. But they're really 1 in 16, so they're not really astronomically low anymore. But we do have to hit a Clear Day Loom 4. Genocide Jack. Kyutaro. Izuru. Maya. 16 remain. Kyutaro is gone, but Leon remains. Ooh, Pewter is still in, is Pewter still in? I think Pewter is out, right? Yes. So that means their team's gone. Azuru still has Hifumi in, and Genocide Jack, that's the end of the squad's chances of winning. That's a shame. I was hoping for them, but you know what? Everyone has hopes. But Danganronpa's all about despair. Or is it all about whom? Who knows? Probably about neither. Ladies and gentlemen. No, we're not going to play Claire de Lune again. We're going to go ahead and we're going to proceed. The titles are still on the line. I don't know who's going to win. And Sayaka's still in, so I need someone to do me some solids, please. I beg it of you. The only solace is if she does win, it's not too much longer until the tag team finale. So we wouldn't have to deal with it for too long, but it would be dreadful for like 3 weeks. Next round. Arya's going ham, my gosh, as she calls down Arcane Fury on Hifumi. With her ancient scepter, it's beaming with an inner rage. At first it seems like nothing happened until a light breeze blows Hifumi away like an old pile of dust. He's gone. Arya now with another 5 big bonus points. Jeez Louise! Hajime spots something shiny in the distance. Angie is a sheep and doesn't do much. Reiko gets mauled by wild animals. Natsumi tries to kill Oda, but Oda retaliates and kills her instead. Sato gathers ammo for her slingshot. Crazy Yoko looks around maniacally seething. Oda wishes he could go home. Ayane sobs quietly. Sayaka's being adorable as always. Lies! You lie! Leon doesn't really understand what's happening. You better figure it out. Mahiru is ready to defend her, or ready to use her axe if she has to. Narumi's gone. Mekamaru sizes his muscles. Genocide Jack is writhing with maggots. Makoto is a sheep still and grazes peacefully. He's been lucky so far, which fits the bill. Yasuke doesn't care much for this place. We lost another 3. It's round 4. There's one more round for potential bonus points. But for right now, we need to get a Claire de Lune 4. Hifumi. Reiko. Natsumi. This could be the first game where all 5 rounds have someone with bonus points, and the titles are on the line. Never forget, don't forget, because I'm gonna keep reminding you, because it's getting dicey. 3 more until it's your saving grace picks. But for right now, Degenerate Destroyers are still in because Mahiru's in. Sato's still in, and Hifumi does spell the end for the power of God in anime. That is a shame. That is a true shame. But you know what else is a shame? Not knowing who wins this match. So we need to end that shame. We can put that shame to rest as we go on to the next round and proceed. 3 more until you're saving. We will get those 3. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Round 5. I'm in a much lighter mood. As Sayaka polishes her ancient scepter, making her magic orb shine. You go ahead and polish that, girl. You go ahead and do that. You go ahead and do that. I'm feeling pretty. Oh gosh. Oh no. Sato decides to put Makoto out as a sheepy misery, as Angie's still a sheep as well. Yasuke twiddles his thumbs. Angie is pet by Mahiru. Angie's still a sheep. Oda calls Arcane Fury down on Sayaka, his ancient scepter beaming with an inner rage. At first it seems like nothing happened until a light breeze. I'm sorry, it's not really a light breeze. It's a glorious breeze. Blows Sayaka away like an old pile of dust. Oh, that is absolutely glorious. But we have to proceed because we still lost a ton of people. Leon doesn't really want to, but finds himself having to get rid of Yasuke. Aria looks amazing in her dapper suit. Raging Fury, grasping her chest. The champ, Crazy Hiyoko, extra large's frenzy grows so overpowering that her heart gives out. And unfortunately that means that she is out of this one. And that means we will get new champs, as Ayane ambushes Mahiru and eviscerates her. Mekamaru is wearing leather scraps and is a sight to behold, and Hajime and Leon have a merciless magical duel, their ancient scepters. Both beaming with inner rages, sparks, bolts fly every which way until both opponents suddenly bulge out and explode in a puff of acrid smoke, which means we lost a ton of people, and we are down to your final 6, which means after this Claire de Lune 4, Makoto, Sayaka, Yasuke, Crazy Hiyoko, extra large, Mahiru, Leon, Hajime. With your final 6, it is most definitely time to take a peek, take a deep breath, and say, let's hear what who you're gonna pick for your saving grace picks. We have Ayane for the history of law. We have Aria for the criminal OGs. We have Oda for family business. We have Angie for faith and reason. We have Sato for Twilight Syndrome murder. And we have Mekamaru for the mechanical good boys. That's your final 6. One of those teams is walking out with the titles. Tell me, who do you got? Gold, silver, bronze, because it's still points. So we have a lot of points on the line. In fact, a lot of points were given out because of this game. The first time that all 5 rounds have had someone get a kill with the Ancient Scepter, so, you know, good stuff, good stuff. Who do you got? Because I gotta make the decisions too. There is a 1 in 3 chance that we get OC Tag Team Champions. There is a bunch of other odds that I could say at this moment. There's a 1 in 6 chance of the Agents of Chaos actually cash in their chaos and get the titles. That's about it. That's the big numbers here. Who do you got? Because I gotta make mine too. I think for gold, I am going to go with Arya because I really still love the Criminal OG's names. I love the Criminal OGs. Give me Oda for second. Yeah, give me Oda for second, and then give me... Give me Ayane for third. Stack the OCs. I think they're gonna do... They can't sweep, but I think they're gonna get plenty of points this time. This is crazy. Honestly, I didn't expect this day to happen. This is a big day. This was a big day. We don't usually get big days like this so late in the simulator, but we got one. And that's nuts to me. But that does mean Ayane, Arya, Oda, Angie, Sato, and Mekamaru are all caught. Not in a crisis of fate, but they're caught with the stethoscope on their heart and the thumping with the beat of a samurai woman. It's your final 6. Let's see, we gotta get new champions. It's a new championship. It's new champs. New champs coming up. Next round. Ayane duels it out with Sato. Sato bites the dust. Rest in peace to Sato. Izioi's corpse is decaying peacefully. It's gonna be the end of the samurai. Oh no. The pile of flesh that used to be Sayaka's writhing with madness. That's not what I was saying oh no about. With a flick of his ancient scepter, Oda turns Arya into a sheep. Arya was going strong, but she could still win as a sheep. Mekamaru sizes his muscles. There's actually 2 sheeps in play. Angie's also a sheep in boss. I forgot that there would be so many sheeps in this game. So many sheep, not sheeps. Ryoma's gone, and Arya is a sheep and boss. Softly, we lost 1. And that 1 is from Twilight Syndrome Murder. It was for Danganronpa 3. And it is a terrible, terrible turnabout for Sato. So it's Ayane, Oda, and Mekamaru. And in sheep form, we still have Angie and Arya. Now, this could still be anyone's game if, like, you have to remember, because these people could take each other out with ancient scepters. Like, 2 of them could take each other out, 1 of them could die of natural causes, and we could have a sheep versus sheep match. That's a possibility. Anything could happen here. Things could get nuts. It's still technically a 2 in 5 chance that we get OC Tag Team Champions. It is a 1 in 5 chance, 20% chance that we get the Agents of Chaos retaining their titles. Or not retaining their titles, cashing in the chaos and getting the titles. But you know what? That's that. We know what's up now. Ayane, Oda, Mekamaru, Angie, and Arya are all caught in what we love to call a crisis of fate. Let's get some tag team champs. Next round, let's do it. Nothing happens. As Mekamaru thinks about Kibo and sobs quietly, Oda wants this to be over already. Ayane looks around for stuff to scrounge. Arya is a sheep and doesn't do much, and Angie does much of the same. As we click next round, we lost 1. As Mekamaru polishes his ancient scepter, making the magic orb shine, Oda tries to kill Mekamaru, but Mekamaru retaliates and kills him instead. You guys don't know what that means. Mekamaru and Ayane could take each other out with the ancient scepters. That could still happen. That could 100% still happen. As Ayane stares into the distance, Arya is a sheep and glances away, a sad look in her eyes, and Angie is a sheep and bows softly. Family business will not be getting the fame and fortune that comes along with Olympic gold. Unfortunately, it is a terrible turnabout for Ota. 50% chance that we get OC Tag Team Champions. And the OCs did have a dominant streak earlier in tag team action. They had like 3 in a row, I think. And then there's Angie, who's the wild card here, so she could definitely win. It is Mekamaru, it is Ayane, it is Aria, and it is Angie, still caught in a crisis of fate for the titles. Are you ready? Still a 1 in 4 chance that any of these people come out on top, but we have to remember, just one more person gone and we have medalists as well. So let's go on, let's click next round, and let's proceed to see. Aria's a sheep and glances away, a sad look in her eyes, and Angie does much of the same. Mekamaru finds a dapper suit and puts it on. It's quite fetching. Ayane just wants it to end already as Mahiru and Tamiki are both gone. We'll click next round, and we have... It did happen. I had a feeling it was gonna happen. This is nuts. This is crazy. Angie is a sheep and boss softly. Ayane and Mekamaru have a merciless magic duel, as I had a feeling in my gut with their ancient scepters. Sparks and bolts fly every which way until both opponents suddenly bulge out and explode in a puff of acrid smoke. And because of the way that the game has put this, Ayane technically, for some reason, takes 3rd place. Mekamaru gets 4th, but unfortunately he doesn't even get a medal this episode because of it. Apparently they have them dying in that order, so Ayane technically takes 3rd. Aria's a sheep and boss softly. Ayane and Angie and Aria are the final 2, and they are both sheep. This is unprecedented that we've had 2 sheep as the final 2. We will get a sheep winner, and we will get sheep tag team champions. But first, I can't even call this a terrible turnabout, but it really is. For Mekamaru, Ayane. I had a feeling, oof, I knew. I didn't know, clearly, but oh, I had a feeling. As soon as it was 2 sheep, I was like, there's an odd number. Someone's gonna, like, this is gonna happen, then whoever's left is just gonna take out whoever left. But when it was just those 2 and 2 sheep, I was like, they're gonna take each other out. That's what's gonna happen. I firmly believe that, and look, lo and behold, we have Angie and we have Aria. And ladies and gentlemen, I have to ask you guys, because it's the final showdown. It's for the tag titles. Who's coming out on top? Angie for Jotaro and Kotoko, the master of the dark arts. Or Aria for Narumi, the criminal. Oh geez. It's either of their games, and they're both sheep. There is also a good possibility that they die in the same round. In which case, I don't know what I would do. If they died in the same round, I would give it to, well, unless they died at the same time. It would be an order. It would be an order of events if it were just death after death, but if it was in the same event, like both are sheep and they both dive to death, then it would be, I don't know what I would do. I'd have to have them share the titles. It would be 4 people with 2 titles, but will it be Angie? Or will it be Aria? Angie. Aria. Angie. Aria, both sheep, both fluffy. But will it be Faith and Reason? Or the criminal? Oh, geez. Next round. Neither yet. Sayaka's gone, thank goodness. Angie is a sheep and grazes peaceably. Aria is a sheep and boss softly. Next round. Angie is a sheep and grazes peacefully. Aria is a sheep and doesn't do much. Next round. Angie's a sheep and grazes peacefully. Aria's a sheep and glances away, a sad look in her eyes. Angie's a sheep, a sad look in her eyes. Aria's a sheep, boss softly. And it's over. Round 15. Angie is a sheep and wanders off too far, becoming food for the wild beast. Aria is a sheep and glances away, not a sad look in her eyes, really, but a twinkle. The twinkle of tag team gold. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I'm also taking this one. I 100% picked Aria for the win. I was like, give me Aria. Can we have? Well, I can't. This was nuts. No one could have predicted this ending. No one could have been like, yeah, 2 sheep are gonna be the end. None of y'all called that. I called that one. As soon as I saw the final 4, I was like, this could happen. This could very well happen. It is a terrible, terrible turnabout. 4. Angie. But, surprisingly enough, your winners. And new Danganronpa Hunger Games Tag Team Champions. Aria and Narumi. The Criminal OGs take the win, take the gold, and take the titles. Could have never predicted that ending. Never. Congratulations to Aria and to Narumi. Gold medalist in tennis, ultimate criminologist, criminal OGs, and new Danganronpa Hunger Games Tag Team Champions. Good on them. And the OCs earned a lot of points today, and low-key, even though Ultra Spurgos didn't place, they still got 15 points, which is nuts. But let's look at these numbers real quick. Ayane with 4 kills, Qtaro with 3, Mekamaru with 2, Leon with 2, Genocide Jack with 2, Aria with 2, and the win. Sayaka with 2, we don't talk about that. Oda with 2, Hajime with 1, Kyoko with 1, everyone else with 1 or less. That's the lot. That's nuts. In fact, we'll go back real quick to the setup, I guess. We don't need any of these numbers anymore. So let's go ahead and go back to the team setup. I'll bring up the winners bracket first of all. Look at them. New tag team champs. They might not hold on to it long, but they will have the chance to defend them. They might retain. They might be the first tag team champs to retain. Who knows? The possibilities are endless, but look at what they've done to the scoreboard. Because of... We'll get to that last, actually. First, Danganronpa 1, you didn't get any points. Danganronpa 2, you didn't get any points. Danganronpa V3 did get 20 points because of Angie getting second, and Shuichi getting bonus points for the upteenth time. This man's the king of bonus points. If he doesn't get in via fan vote, for the singles bracket at least, for the bonus points, I'll be disappointed. He deserves it. They got 20. They are now 175. Ultra Spurgos did get 15 points because of Oda, Qtaro, and Genocide Jack all getting bonus points. Lucky them, because that brings them up to 135, so they're not too drastically behind. Definitely behind the OCs, but not too drastically behind. They could still clutch up and get second place. If they really clutch up in the last couple of weeks, they could end up getting first. Who knows? Who knows? Because let me tell you, Danganronpa 3 didn't get any points, but the OCs, if we run this down real quick, got 10 points from Ayane for getting third. So they're at 10 right now. They got 10 points. I'm sorry, just 5 points from Riku, who got bonus points. So what, they're at 15 now. We'll add, not once, but twice, 10 bonus points from Aria, bringing them to 25, on top of her winning the game, giving them another 25, racking them up to getting 50 points this episode, which is nuts, bringing them not only breaking 200, but shattering 200 and going to 225. They're dominating again, if you didn't know. Ladies and gentlemen, that's that. That's the game, and that is nuts. We'll talk about these OCs for a second, because that's how I like to end it. If I don't forget, if things aren't too shocking. But this is shocking. Ayane, hand-drawn design. I'm a big fan. Also, Ultimate Lawyer is always just a fun talent. Riku. I honestly really like this design. I don't know what it reminds me of, but it reminds me of something and I can't quite put my tongue on it, but I like the design a lot. The Criminal OGs, I have nothing to say. They are my tag team champions. So I gotta love them. I got it. Arya, Narumi, welcome to the family. Your name is now etched in history. And Sweet Tea. One of my favorite name combinations. Sweet Tea, Tea Brewer, Confectioner, it just worked so well. You didn't get any points for the team, but you guys had a good time. That's all that I can say. Oh, Yuki's fun. I never thought about an ultimate tea brewer. I was like barista or like drink maker, what bartender, who knows, but tea brewer is actually a pretty unique talent, so I actually really do appreciate that. Tamiki, you could be a part of Animal Ears, and Animal Ears is everyone's favorite team. Let's be honest, if it's not your favorite team, you're wrong. That's it. That's the game. Rest in peace to the title reign of the Pimp's Entourage. They had a lengthy one despite having chaos on their backs. Rest in peace to the chance for the Mechanical Good Boys to take the big win, but congratulations to Team OC, to Criminal OGs, because they came through and won this game. That is it. Those are your OC champs, and they will be back in the tag team finale to defend those titles. Chun-Li, Dave, could not have predicted this one. I actually predicted the winner after saving Grace picks. I predicted the winner, but I could not have predicted how that happened. 2 sheep at the end? That's nuts. That's wild. That's crazy. I'm still low-key freaking out about it, but we're gonna end it because we're running pretty good on time. I can take this off now and I can save it until the end of the season in a few weeks. In a few weeks' time. In fact, I'll keep it on the back of this chair. Who knows when I'll need it again? I know exactly when I'll need it again. Stay classy. I'll see you next time. Year of the Horizon. Toodaloo. Light Crew. Thanks for watching, and once again, congratulations to the new tag team champs. Arya Harmon, Narumi Yumehara, the Criminal OGs, tennis gold medalist, and Danganronpa Hunger Games tag team champions. Toodaloo, Flight Crew.